from the south out my city, you probably wouldn't make it. Oh yeah, yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam. I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day. I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel, that probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertips like I'm Thanos. Knocking doors down, no bangles. Without a Kango, tailor-made. Walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the New Orleans Saints and the Philadelphia Eagles. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. 20! Touchdown, Philadelphia! Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say that it'd get tested on play number 1. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots. But that, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. From the 10. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
Well, on first down, they run with Camaras. He'll take it forward for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 31, Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, Winston. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. And they get 10 yards there and convert on third. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Javon Hargrave there on the stop.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Winston. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. The Eagles had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because
that's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Following the interception, Winston. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, he tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
They followed up the gain of 5 by only getting second down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
To throw, Winston. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Winston to give, it's Kamara. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 2nd and goal, there's an option play left. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. He's at the 50. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down at the 27. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kenny Galladay, 27 yards. And the Eagles are once again back in front.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
It feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside, and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football. And that's exactly what happened there.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 40, the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculated, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
On 2nd and 10, Winston. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll set up a throw. Touchdown! Kenny Galladay with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are able to extend their lead. In the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
They go with Chubb on second down. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Jameis to throw it. Pass complete. Finds Thomas going across the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. First down, Winston. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll throw again. Winston drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Jameis now on first down. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas, 46 yards. And the Saints get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Eagles 26, Saints 6.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Curtis. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken from about the 12. And able to get this out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Elliott now to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Winston. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Here's Winston. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Sacked by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Fourth down, Winston. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Now Chubb running right. Brought down at the 20. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tay Crowder. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception.
He's got a man complete. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints are able to cut into that deficit. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Next to score, Eagles 33, Saints 23.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 63 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Back to throw now on 1st down. He finds his man complete. That's Curtis. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Back to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Kenny Galladay, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. First and 10, Winston.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Winston now to throw on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Second and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. To the air again with Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Winston. This throw left side is caught by Tolbert. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Winston keeps it himself, and he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jameis Winston scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A throw over the middle, taken in. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark, got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
2nd and 1. That's caught by Galladay. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kenny Galladay, 63 yards. And the Eagles have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
You know, it was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
To try again after the sack, Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen. despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Finds his man. That's Olave on the crossing route. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. He's got it complete to Tolbert. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Jameis again. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the first down before taking the hit.
A first down throw for Winston. Looking long for Thomas. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. Could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Throwing, Winston. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
On 3rd down, Winston. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Winston to throw for it on 4th. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know when this...
And it'll be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, and field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. But they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Back to throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. He'll drop to throw. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. Thank goodness. That means this next drive is going to begin first and goal already at the 5-yard line. Now this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over first and goal. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. They'll run it with Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints get a bit closer. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally. But here comes the onside kick. And the Eagles are going to recover. And that might be enough to put a bow on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. They're going to look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Eagles. A big play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have made it a 3-score game now here in the 4th. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things through this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.